Welcome back to Black Ice, Barbarossa, and Operation Typhoon in October 1941. So we're gonna be doing some gameplay. Usually I've been doing in this series overviews and after action reports for a period of time. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna do some micromanagement. If you don't like that, skip ahead to the overview parts instead. But I read a couple of comments. I don't get a lot of feedback, but the little I got is that some people like watching slow as gameplay. I'm just gonna start in the north and say that everything's quiet here so far. There's no fighting here. Oh, okay, nice. We surrounded. And as you know, I have a specific looter army here under Sperle. He's got the trait Scavenger. Not gonna explain that here. So if you see me creating positioning troops into this light blue army, it's because I get a tiny fraction of captured equipment when I eliminate an isolated pocket. Okay, so we're fine here, I guess. I mean, what is there to capture up here in the north? Nothing. There's some VPs, victory points. I don't think there's any industry. There should be a rail. Okay, there is a rail. I guess I'm aiming to capture Typhoon, the supply hub here, because that means the Russian troops gonna starve even harder. Oh, look at their org. It's very, very low. All right. So let's take advantage of that. I should have nice attack bonus on. This one has full attack bonus. This one doesn't. That's how micro heavy I am. Okay, so we're gonna put this here and then we're gonna push to Typhoon. So I'm gonna if I'm gonna use here we have a very small motorized SS regiment. See how small that is, only 3 battalions. Okay, so why do I keep it up here up in the north? Well, if there is a hole in the line, I can just send it in there and try to slip through. And I don't have to waste a heavy, large, expensive, fast mobile unit. So I'm just gonna have this. Otherwise, I'm using regular infantry. And my infantry it's very basic. It's just mostly all the support companies, 9. And I have 4 mountain artillery and 1 light attack. That I'm going to upgrade to medium, and then I'll saving 1 for winter equipment here on the eastern front. They have pretty shitty stats, like 92 soft attack. I guess defense is kind of important for them. Their breakthrough 50 is bad, so I don't want to attack with them, but I often have to in 1941. Okay. Push ahead here. I guess I eliminated a Soviet tank division here. I'm just gonna push into that. Obviously, Operation Typhoon was the historical attack in, I think, after the mud, Rasputsitsa, lifted in October. So in November, the Germans tried to scrounge together whatever forces they had left, very worn down formations, and send them towards Moscow. It failed. Now I'm doing the same, but I'm pushing mostly with infantry because there's so much forest and hills around Moscow. Let's see. Here you see there's a portion of. I don't know. Do you know anything about Russian geography? I have no idea if there is a hilly territory here. I played a lot of board games, and I never seen any hills south of Moscow. But hey, there you go. Hoi 4 research for you. And beyond Moscow, there's a bit of open terrain. I sometimes send up tanks to operate here in the open terrain. I am operating on orange, sometimes red supply, and the reason why I get a little bit better supply now is that I here in Tula, I turned off my ally supplies, meaning my Axis miners, they're gonna starve. I don't care. I'm still at 100 out of 60, but I got a little bit better supply in this area. now. Before I had red supply. I mean red supply icon giving you attrition. I've been pushing a little bit here. I have one tank division up here. Okay. Yeah. It's only 2 divisions here, so we're gonna be able to. And now we can see this symbol here, staff office plan. That means I have a better staff office going on. Rundstedt is not really the best leader to lead an offense right now, to be honest. I have leveled him up 1/3. I guess I'll wait and see what kind of stats he's get on skill 5. And then I decide whether I make him a defensive or offensive leader. But that means he's attacking with a 4 skill. He's got 1 level of ranger. But this is not the best offensive leader. So I kind of regret selecting him for the operational command of Operation Typhoon. Here I have 1 division with a medal. Medals you can upgrade. It costs you 15 political power. And I usually start with 4% better breakthrough. That's the shield you get for performing offensives. So that's like protection when you attack. And either I make them like marine or mountain, upgrade them to elite special forces divisions, transform them into a panzer division, or maybe I make them like kind of like get cheap. If they have a lot of experience, like this one has, level 13, I make them into upgraded infantry, kind of panzer grenadiers with a bit of self-propelled assault guns and better artillery and support, more expensive infantry. So that's probably what's going to happen with the 80 infantry. But I can't, I'm collecting political power. I can't, if I were to upgrade this medal, I would forget 8 infantry. So I need to upgrade it first, then give it maybe the breakthrough or supply bonus effect. So I'm microing very hard now. It's going to be very slow. If you don't like it, skip ahead to some other video. All right, so we're going to send in 4 divisions there. We're going to support with the tank. I guess I'll send in a tank as well. All right, there we go. I don't think the tank is going to... Oh, the tank is operating. So here's another tidbit. Oh, good. Guderian is leading the attack because of the Panzer, because he is a 7 attack leader, and he's got the Spearhead Specialist. So I'll talk a bit about this trait, in case you're new. It says own combat width, minus 3%. If you have that on the Field Marshal as well, which I don't, I really should, but I'm not that good with microing. That means you can, instead of running 25 with divisions, you can, as you see here, I have a 26 combat width Panzer, but because this is lowered by 3%, he still counts as a 25 width division. If you have the Field Marshal as well, you can have 26.5. So you can have a tiny bit larger divisions and you still have them count as only 1 division in width wise. As far as I understand it, that's how it is. So that's the reason we're attacking from. Okay, of course I need to attack from this direction as well. Right. Now we're attacking from three different directions, and I think one of these should be able to reinforce into the combat, in the active combat part. And one of their divisions is almost out of organization, so I'm basically fighting 1 division here. So that's gonna give me another province towards Moscow. There's no way attacking Moscow across the river. The 5 here is a blue Romanian division doing a suicide attack. I don't understand how they can make the AI so stupid. I mean, this is a total waste of resources. Well, I guess they're tying down these 10 divisions in Moscow now. And then this 1 single division here, is it moving? Or why? Like, this is in 1 stack, and this is to the left of these 10 divisions here. So is it because it's moving? I think so. Once you surround Moscow, all the reinforcements will go into Moscow, and if there's an ongoing combat, they will stack in. You can see them on the map, but they're not in the combat. They're basically in a zone of themselves, and they regain organization because they're not under attack like everyone else. I will talk about. Okay, here we have very low org troops. Would it be possible for me to push across the river? Probably not, because he's just gonna reinforce from, you know, before I'm across the river. I don't have enough light blue river crossing engineer led infantry on the south side of the river to cross, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to okay, well, it is Operation Typhoon, so let's do that and let's send him over. Let's see, I mean, if we're really lucky, we might get across because they have such low org. I wish I had more divisions here. Yeah, nothing on the way. All right. Here, south of this major river here, I'm doing some very questionable offensives here. I mean, I'm gaining 2 forest provinces, and forest is really nasty to fight in. I don't like it. And I'm using small motorized, mechanized scouting brigades here. So it's like, because it was a hole in the line when I broke through here earlier, but obviously it's really hard to blitz at this time of year. I also have 29 days of decryption bonus now. That gives me air mission efficiency, a bit of breakthrough against, yeah, 12% breakthrough. So for 29 days we're gonna be a bit better at fighting. Also, you can see that I've placed a lot of all these spies here are of Russian nationality. Because they're Russian nationality, they gain intel network strength faster. From local nationality, 15%. It's also harder for them to get caught inside the Soviet Union. Detection chance minus 10% and capture chance minus 10%. If I were to do any operations, I would have 10%. So I really try to recruit Soviet spies. And the 49 for 51, 46%, that's the intelligence. It gives a tiny combat bonus, but I suppose, is there anything better for my spies to do right now? No, so I'm just gonna have them help reconnoiter the terrain where I'm trying to advance into Russia further in the Operation Typhoon here. So that's what I'm doing with my spies. If you disagree, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll change my mind. I think I'm gonna stop these attacks because it feels pointless. Oh wait. I have a big stack of infantry here. If I were to stop these mechanized, maybe probably send in a bunch here. Here's Manstein. He's a much better offensive leader. First, he's got, I mean, his offensive skill is double the defensive skill, and he's got division attrition is lowered, and he's good at forts. Okay, so he's not an offensive leader, but he's got these nice, he's a trickster. Yeah, he could be very useful when he levels up. You can hover over the portrait here, and you can see that he's working to become an invader and an engineer, organizer. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before he becomes a level skill 5 useful leader. So let's see what happens. We'll advance 1 hour. Boom, 48. That is not yellow. 48. That's not what I want to see when I push. It's a single axis, one province to one province attack. That's not. It's very expensive. You can see on the combat values here that I can only attack with 3. Yeah, that makes sense. My infantry divisions are with 25 times 3 is 75, and 75 is the combat width of this combat. Whereas, okay, he's defending with 3, but they're full org. I don't have any blue planning preparation bonus. That would have helped. So his combat stats are better. Definitely his defense. And I do have intel advantage here. It doesn't say how much. Yeah, 15% on my soft attack from intel advantage. I mean, that's not only the spies. That should be different techs and the scout, the recon planes as well, right? Okay, so intel advantage 15%. That's nothing to sneeze on. But terrain, low supply 13%. Okay, that's not horrible. It's not horrible. That's not a good attack. So I can't abandon it now. It's gonna take a couple of hours before I can abandon it. So the Ryazan offensive axis is kind of dead in the water. I'm not gonna be able to break through here. I was hoping to cross this major river here and turn northwards and envelop Moscow from the south, obviously. So it seems like my northern envelopment is the only one that's gonna work, and that is really bad. You need a double envelopment on Moscow, but it's just too strong, and it's not even behind a river. Look, 6 divisions. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm gonna grab this province for whatever reason. Yeah, here I'm sending the black panzer divisions are my medium tank divisions, so they are the best that I got, and they're now pushing here towards, and I guess I'm gonna turn northwards into the very, very nice, well, there's only 2 forest provinces here and a river crossing, but after that, you know, I could potentially let loose those medium tank divisions and head into this clear terrain here. I guess that is the plan. Or I could head south, and I could try to roll up this entire river line, head down towards Voronezh here. So we'll see. I've been sending a lot of the supply. There's 0 supply in this province, but you can see the supply symbol is orange, so they're not in a terrible supply state. But 102 out of 60, I've already upgraded motorization level, so there's nothing else I can do. And don't ask me to build railways all the way up here. I'm still building railways in Germany, so that's gonna take forever. So we're working with what we got. I suppose I should, you know, stock up on. There's gonna be a hole here, and I'm gonna have these small orange divisions be ready for an exploitation breakthrough. Okay, like so. And okay, why aren't you reinforcing up to the river line? Where do I need more infantry? I guess I need. There we go. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. I made a mistake earlier. I had to stop all the movement. Never mind. So we have a bit of a bridgehead, Soviet bridgehead here, south of Voronezh, and they've broken out. As long as I protect this railroad line here, heading towards this supply depot here, I really don't care if they move out into the wide open Russian plains here. Actually, it will be good if I can cut off some divisions. So, should we send even more panzers down here? All of them? I don't know. Okay. Stalingrad river line is under attack here. I guess they were red earlier. I mean, 27 is kind of low. I have some, you know, I'm very low on troops in this sector here, because this is the same. I'm just gonna fall back in case they cross the river. However, south of Stalingrad, we have a little bit of an operation going here. You can see these orange divisions. They are small. I'm calling them light divisions. There's only 4 infantry and then some artillery. I gave some of them medium assault guns, so they're rather fast. Since it's semi-motorized, the speed is gonna be 6.5. So they're not 8.5 motorized, so they're not that fast, but they're faster than general infantry. So that means they're small, and they actually are quite punchy, almost like an infantry division. So they're a bit better in this open terrain down here in the south. And I've been doing some, you know, smaller... What's happening here? Why can't I capture this province? Is it captured? No. Oh, it is captured. That's weird. Oh, now it's captured. I captured Astrakhan, that's good news. And I suppose that's not a major city, because I did not get a commendation, a medal, for taking it with the 10th Panzer Division. Alright, that's a shame. Now, ooh, what do I do here? I mean, I'm not looking to push and grab territory. I'm looking to try to encircle the Soviet troops now. That's my goal. So, see what we got here. We have a light. The white ones are light tank divisions. They're okay. It's 200 light tanks. Come on. They got 200 soft attack, 8.5 speed, and 200 breakthrough. So they're punchy. They're not as good as the medium tank divisions, but they're cheaper. They're good enough for out here. So, okay. Are we gonna just grab everything? Okay, we do have supplies, so let's use this. This is a cavalry division under Kleist. Kleist is the only German leader that has a cavalry leader and expert. So put all your cavalry under Kleist. Give him a nice white color so you know what he's doing. I guess we'll just try to grab the west banks of... This is not Volga. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. This is the Volga, isn't it? And this light tank division, I'm gonna send it and try to encircle from the south. And let's see if we can get some sort of breakthrough here in the north. I have one tank division up here, or Panzer division, and okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to form a one division line here in the forests for all the these Russians north of Stalingrad. So the plan here now is to encircle these 4 divisions here, break through here, and then try to get a nice little pocket. Because usually you don't have any supplies at all out here on the plains. The closest depot here is only 15 out of 20. That's why I'm playing on the supply map mode. It's you push F5 and you can see these colors, and the deeper blue the more supplies or something. But I'm trying to avoid these orange and don't stack up too much in these orange provinces. Okay. Oh, and I'm running speed 1. So this is how slow it is. Okay, you want to see the air situation? Alright. We've had a lot of Voronezh or Kursk area. Okay, I had 1400 planes here. He had none now, so that doesn't... Where does he have any planes? No planes here. He's almost out of planes. Moscow has some planes, so let's still have... And we have some planes in Leningrad as well. He's actually had 350 bombers. So it's a turkey shoot for me. I'm just killing heavy bombers up here in Leningrad. Thanks for sending them in. Pretty stupid, if you ask me. Yeah, I wish they could have some sort of automated air combat system, because this gets very tiresome after a while. I mean, and also, okay, you can see where you have combats here. Okay, I guess that's good. He doesn't have any planes. Yeah, I guess I got air superiority in Russia now. Should try to shoot down some of these bombers here, so you can have. Honestly, managing the air system, it gives me a headache. To be honest. Okay. I'm using my bombers. That's good. 275 fighters. That's the only Russian fighters I see. So I basically eliminated his fighter command, which is very nice. I have around 3,000 fighters. And once I've gone through the entire front and shown you, you know, can just chill, hang back, see what happens. I think I'm gonna. Where do I'm gonna have this guy. Let's check out. I'll send him up to Moscow. Oh, look, we're breaking across the river here. That's very interesting. I have a light tank division ready to exploit. I'm gonna use. We need more troops here at Podolsk, south of Moscow. Yeah, I'm not super happy about this 47 attack, but we're tying these suckers down. I think I might actually attack here a so-called see, we have one open province here, and now is when you use these light divisions. This one has semi, so it's gonna be 6.5, but it's better than nothing, right? It's better than marching infantry. Do have one medium tank division here. I think I'm gonna pull it north. The Hungarians are trying to break across. My Croatian cavalry here is holding the river line, but we have 2 German infantry divisions under Manstein coming to the rescue. We could send up 1 infantry panzer division to defend. I don't want him. Why would I want him to cross this river line? I don't think so. The railroad, however, is on the other side, with 1 supply hub north and 1 south of Voronezh. You know, I'd like to grab these 2 provinces, supply hubs for the winter, defend them. Okay. See, the AI is retarded. He sent 2 divisions out here, and he left this empty. So I'm just gonna walk in there now. And might as well. This is an open terrain as well, so it's perfect for my panzers to attack it ASAP. So thank you, Russia, for giving me 2. And if I wanted to, I could put these under Spell as scavenger trait command, but I don't think. Yeah, motorized. That's a couple of trucks extra. Nah. I only do it now when there's a larger pocket. I can't be bothered. This low org, he needs to stop attacking. Come on. Okay, there we go. So how's the encirclement going? And let's do this. Let's attack. And is he retreating? The hell do I know? Maybe. Yeah, so you get some Danish cavalry here, just skirmishing this line here. The only thing I need to defend is this supply hub here. Otherwise, it's just terrain. It's not important. And then you can jump in and see, can I trade for some more fuel? Well, I can order some more from Peru. You know, it's weird. I don't lose any convoys on the Atlantic from Venezuela and Peru importing oil now. I think because I killed all the UK convoys, he's not even defending, he's not even patrolling the Atlantic. So I can just import as much as I want from Latin America, South America. But where's Romania? I don't know, it just disappeared. I did a focus earlier called Continental Oil, and it's gone, they're gone. I can't trade with them anymore. I've checked their Diplostat status and there's they're not embargoing me. Okay, we grabbed. Did we make a breakthrough here? Yeah. Well, we didn't get across. Okay. We have like 10 divisions here. I think I'm gonna lock them down with my medium panzers. And maybe we can cross the river at Ryazan. But I would need to... Okay, it seems like... Oh, did I just push them back? I think Ryazan could be a very... So this is my river crossing guy. He gained 1 defense, that's not good, but at least he's gained 1 attack skill. It's very rare that I get to do the maximum planning. So, not a great upgrade. But, you know, maybe he skilled up some useful... Okay, so... Nope, only scavenger. I'm not gonna give him that. Let's see what he's leveling up. It's leveling up... Wait. This is one of my favorites. Organizer, 83%. So that could be a useful one. So I captured this province here. I guess yeah, I'm gonna push towards Ryazan here. Operation Typhoon is ongoing, and I'm gonna defend this province here. Of course he got reinforcements, so now he's defending with 3 divisions. It's really hard to get a... But, you know, I need to be willing to do some rather harsh attacks. I'm not gonna call him stupid, but, yeah, kind of. I feel like I need more troops up here north of Moscow. Should I send... yeah, I think I'm gonna send up this... Oops, not that way. I'm gonna use 1 light division because of the open terrain behind Moscow here. I do have some... yeah, I haven't designed... I could design, with my army experience, a city fighting division type. And I can use my heavy artillery and medium artillery in that. I do have some assault equipment laying around. I haven't researched it, I haven't built any, so I have 2.6. That would be like 2 divisions, it's hardly worth it. Assault infantry gets a tiny bit better bonuses in the urban terrain. Alright, nice. We eliminated the Leningrad beachhead there. That's gonna give us a bit of a... So the Russian AI must be rather pushed back, because I never seen him abandon his front line this much. Okay, we can send this guy down to Moscow. So it's gonna be a while, but he'll get there eventually. Do we have one? I wish I had some more mobile troops now. Can grab the airbase. The northern push looks rather promising. He doesn't have any troops. Is that because I've killed 3 million Soviets? Yeah, I guess. Alright, oh, colleague, look at this. 29. But these medium tank divisions have 160 to 145 soft attack. That's really good. So even though he has got a lot of troops, they are low on org. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing this. Come on. Guderian, give him hell. It's not. It's just so he doesn't send more troops up north towards Moscow now. Delaying him as much as possible. Okay. I hope I can outrun him into Ryazan. I think it takes quite a while for retreating troops to retreat across the river, and maybe I'm faster across. We will see about that. And do you see how few attack plans I have? I only have 2. So it's the Army Group North and Army Group Center. And all you do is you take the Field Marshal, you give it an attack order, no, a frontline order, blue and blue, or green and blue, and then you give the Field Marshal an attack order. And if you are next to a enemy province, you're gonna gain a planning bonus. And you don't have to give individual orders to the individual armies. That is very convenient. Okay, he got across first. So SS Division Reich, the Reich, is not gonna get across. Okay, 77. Okay, they do have org, but this might be worth pushing here. 76 is going down. Yeah, using mech motorized to cross river. It's not great. Okay, turned up again. I think I'm gonna give these. This is such an important, so I'm gonna micro and give it to my river crossing dude. And if you give him an area defense order somewhere where he can't reach, for example Switzerland or Sahara, his command limit goes up from 18 to 24. So that's a bit of an exploit to get around and increasing how much you can place into your key generals. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Voronezh only 1 division, but if I start pushing, he's just gonna send in reinforcements. So, okay, what the hell happened here? I guess I encircled and killed those divisions. I'm not sure, did I? I'm not sure what I wanna do here. We're gonna let the supply situation decide that. The nearest supply hub is Rostov here. Sometimes I build, but they're very expensive and it takes a very long time. You know, I could build one in Milervo here or in Voroshilovgrad. I think this location is nice because it has 4 rail lines interlocating and is 1 province closer to Stalingrad. It's safer to build in Voroshilovgrad, but it's so close to Rostov that I'd probably rather place it here. How much? It is like 26,000 or something. 32,000. Fuck. Is it worth it? It's a yeah, I can't believe how expensive supply hubs are. I think it's a good thing to do here in the south, because the nearest supply hub north is this one here. Okay, let's do it. It's gonna be done in time for 1942, and probably it's gonna, I've advanced beyond it, so I don't get to use it. But in case we're fighting that area, maybe my 32,000 IC investment's gonna pay off. Who knows? Ooh, this is not good. My encircum. Okay. We almost closed the pocket. Why don't you keep a move on? And here we're gonna send the small SS regiment is gonna start exploiting, whereas the Panzer division, I suppose, is gonna turn inwards and start eliminating the pocket. And I want one division in each province now, so when I close the pocket, I can attack from different directions. So it looks like I'm gonna create a 5-division pocket here. That's beyond my expectations. Might even be worth checking out. We don't have that many bombers here. I could probably move up some medium bombers. Okay, Pentagon. Oh, we ran out of bauxite. Bauxite. Don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know. I have 5 Panzer divisions here around Voronezh, but I have no beachhead. Should I let them get across, pull back, try to lure them in, and then circle them? Or should I try to get across and establish a beachhead, which is very hard? I don't know. See, I don't want to. You might say, why aren't you sending them up here to the breakthrough area? It's because Tula is overwhelmed by supply demand. So I'd rather use them somewhere where there is supply. But there's no beachhead in the south. I mean, it's very far. I could send them south of the Dnieper river here and attack up towards Stalingrad, but it's so far. I am kind of... You know what? I think I'm gonna send one Panzer division down here to this area, because I'm kind of weak. Okay, so that's one way of getting across the river. So you can see here, he's got very bad supply in this area here. His closest supply hub is in Stalingrad, and up here in the middle of the field. I'm just gonna call this the Saratov supply hub, because there's no city here. Penza is the closest one. This is a weird location. I wonder if this has any historical location for these railways. And obviously Saratov is a town in Russia, and it was important. But this location here, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know. And it is important. It's early October. Now is what I decide what I want the entire summer 41 to end up for the winter offensive. You know what? I kind of just gonna save on equipment and troops here. If a bridgehead opens up, it does. I think I'm gonna Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move up here to where I cross this river here, and then I'm gonna attack southwards. I don't, that way I avoid the river crossing penalty. And I'm not strat deploying them because I want them to bring their own supply with them. Because I'm under the impression that if you strat deploy, you leave the supply in the province you leave, and then you have to pick up new when you arrive. Whereas if you move, you bring supply and fuel with you. So this time, because it's a supply shortage, I'm gonna move manually, even though it's a pretty long. Huh? Are we almost getting across here? I can micro a bit and take the low org guy and have him rest. Okay. Why aren't we attacking here? There we go. I think I'm just gonna send in these 4 infantry divisions. See, I like this. This is going very well. 70, 86 combat modifiers. I mean, in forests north of Moscow. I'm excited. Yeah, and we get more troops coming from behind. So, Moscow, here we come. And we are almost kind of across. I think. Oh, look at this. We have a AI mistake. Do you think we could get this guy across? He's really fast. So what I like with this small exploitation scouting brigades. Wait, what happened to one of my field marshal orders? Disappeared. Did I do? I don't think I did anything. This game is so weird. Okay, so here's what you do. Field marshal. I'm gonna give him an order to advance to the Ural Mountains. There we go. Alright, so Ryazan offensive is increasing in intensity. I'm pretty sure that the decrypted cipher bonus helps me a bit. And the air support maybe. Because to be honest, I feel these values are better than I'm expecting. Okay, so I think we're gonna grab one of these tank divisions and send it up here. I know, there's no supply for him, but we're almost getting up into the open terrain here. So, and I don't have any use for them down here in the south. Right. So look at this, Kesselring is a good leader, but I must have rolled a 3 attack bonuses. He's actually a defensive leader because of his traits, but he happened to roll 3 stats on attack. So he's really good defense, and he's also really good at offense. So he's kind of a uber leader. I really like that. I could have been even better with 3 in defense. He would have been such a good defensive leader. But, you know, it was nice. And, oh, we're not quite... We haven't quite encircled them yet. Are we gonna make it happen? I think so. No. No. So do we want to try to hold Astrakhan? I suppose so. Right. We're not gonna give him... I have to check something. These Danish divisions, they consist of 6 infantry brigades. Look, their soft attack is 4? How is that possible? 4? Okay, they do have 33 defense, but I mean, that's because they don't have any artillery. So my regular what you call it, garrison brigade. Has 3, so half the infantry, but it has the 2 light artillery. They're on 33. And better defense. So, yeah, Danish infantry is really, really crappy. Let's put him here on the coastline. Sorry about that. That's such a detour. It's 41. I don't have to worry about D-Day, do I? Alright, so here's the thing. I don't understand what's happening with these railway guns. You get them from capturing France, and they just seem to wander randomly around the map. I have attached them to my large infantry armies on the front, but they never move up to where they are fighting and being used. I don't understand how they work. And I need to Google it. I need to ask AI or ask in a forum chat or something. Very bad. But it's so weird. They're so weird. Let me know in the comments if you know what to do with what's going on here. See what I'm saying? That fast SS regiment, Westland. That is the... No, Wallonian, Flandern, Westland. I don't know if that's the Dutch or... I think the Belgian was Flanders something. So could this be the Dutch, Holland SS formation? Alright. I think we're just gonna try to... Okay. And the Red Army is under the command of Kurt von Tippelskirch. And you might say, why are you using such a crappy leader? Look at his stats, it's only skill 3. Well, that is because he's a ranger. And basically between Leningrad and Moscow, there's only forest. So I get 4.5% attack and defense on this leader, even though his stats aren't very good from this ranger trait. Also, when winter comes, he's gonna be skill 4. And all of a sudden I get the winter specialist 3. So he's an infantry officer, which maybe isn't that... Oh, he gains infantry leader experience factor 50%. He gains 50% more experience from leading these infantry. He's a trickster and an improvisation expert as well. Okay, those are traits. So in that terrain, on the Eastern Front where it's winter, he's actually not a bad leader once you level him up a bit. Just wanted that out there, in case you were wondering. I think, can we pull 2 divisions to Moscow? And where in Moscow? Where do we have supply? Should we send them north or south? I think so. Okay, let's send them somewhere where we have a lot of supplies. How about here? So we're thinning our Leningrad troops, but I don't see any Russians here at all. So it's gonna... Oh, okay, wait. We could probably go into the Finnish... Wait. So, okay, so I can't set counter-specific Germany on Finland because they're not in our Axis faction yet. Okay. How's Finland doing? Okay, well, they haven't lost any terrain. I only see 1 battle, so I guess they're chilling. I've placed 1 garrison brigade in Helsinki because sometimes Russia captures Helsinki from Hankö. It's now captured now, but, you know, I don't know. I'm just, for my peace of mind. I also have one garrison up here in the mountain province here that blocks off the rest of Norway. Sometimes Russia pushes in there, but not this playthrough because Russia seems strained. They have fewer troops all over on the map than I'm used to. To be honest, I can't remember if over 3 million in October. I think it's pretty good, but I'm not sure. Okay, so now we're running into trouble here. Ooh, look, we're at level 16 experience on this infantry division. It's interesting. Okay, so the UI is very bad here. I'm trying to grab an infantry division. Okay. I need to use this in the forest for combat. I don't like doing that, but... Yeah, we're not getting across here, are we? But at this stage, I am actually willing to, you know, suffer the losses. So I'm not gonna do this, but I can show you an exploit. You grab an entire army's worth of troops, and then you remove one small unit, the smallest you have in the army. You place them in an individual army, and now you have a super small army with only a couple of battalions. And now the staff office plan costs almost nothing, less than 1 command power. You press it, and then you exploit back all those large, and you don't have to pay for them. They all get staff office plan bonus. Now it would have cost 43 command power if I wanted to do that legally. Not sure. I mean, the punishment is you have to do a lot of micro, and it's also cheating doing it. So I'm cheating, but I did it. I usually don't bother with it that much unless I'm very pressed. Okay. And that just means they get faster planning bonus. Alright. Ooh, look at all these troops. Yeah. Alright, they've given up the corner property here. Loot Force 1. That is a 1.5% increased equipment capture ratio gain. Now, I don't know if... I think the base value is 2%. I don't know if this increases 2% by 1.5% or if it's an addition, so you go from 2 to 3.5% capture ratio. Considering it takes 56 days, I think it should be a substantial increase of capture equipment. But the ratio gain, and I don't know where you see this 2% anywhere. I think it's just hidden in the files, and I think I googled it. Anyways, maybe I want to do winter equipment production. I don't care at all about the 50 Arctic warfare equipment you get, but the unlock requisition winter gear is a command power order you give to an army, and you can cheat the way I did with the planning bonus as well, so you can get it really cheap, and you gain cold winter attrition preparedness, whatever it's called, faster. And you know, I think this is a good one to take, so I can save my precious infantry when the winter hits. How about that? How about that? I kind of want a... Alright, so I'm gonna use this to move in there. Oh, we have a Russian in Yerevan, but I guess I pushed him out. You know, I'd rather not walk around in these mountains because there's gonna be attrition, and I'm bleeding a lot of mountain equipment. But I guess for now I have to do that. Okay, we only have 2 I wonder if we can do this. Just move everything into Spell. Okay, that's too many. Let's see here. Oh, there's a stupid Romanian general. I want Spell to be in command. Is he now? Yep, now he is. So, whatever's left here, I'm gonna capture, get a little bit more. Okay, I'm quite happy that I cleaned out the Pripyat Marshes location already in October. It's usually very painful to do this. Okay, that should do it. You know what? I can probably start pulling away some of these garrison brigades, but I have to think of where I want them. You know what? Considering how it looks now, they could be handy to have as a placeholder defense up here in the north, to be honest. I think I'm gonna use brigades and replace these divisions here. That's a good idea, isn't it? Them up here. I think I can grab a couple more like these guys too. And then I'm gonna have a few of them here in Astrakhan. Okay, okay. And since I have reinforcements coming this way, I might as well send this guy down to Moscow. Should we try to get up to Petrozadovsk here with this guy? Yeah, why not? I mean, if the Russians aren't gonna defend. Okay. I think I need to send my tanks up here. You know, if it wasn't such bad supply up here, I'd love to have more tanks. Vorwärtsmänner. Yeah, I'm not gonna get across here, am I? But I think as long as my northern offensive is going, it could be worthwhile pushing across here. And I'm not across in Ryazan yet. Wait. Oh, yeah. Wait. This is weird. Well, it's not snow, it's not bad weather yet. Oh, look at this! Should I keep pushing? See, I'm trying to encircle eastwards and kind of outflank his front line here. I'm not pushing towards the south. Look at the amount of troops here. That's scary. So where's my supply? I guess I will get Ryazan as a supply hub in 12 days. But I don't know how large it is. Where's... Oh, no. It's not gonna happen. Because the rail is on the other side of the river, right? Oh, yeah, okay. So there's gonna be some from the north coming down to Ryazan. Okay. That's just... No, sheer. That's a navy guy, isn't it? Wait. So we finished a research. So... I could upgrade machine guns and mortars. It's not very important, to be honest. I don't produce a lot of it. And the same with mountain warfare. I don't produce a lot of it. I think... Yeah, this one. 5% soft attack for my leg infantry. That's huge. I got a 12% research bonus because there's 4 other nations. Italy, Hungary, Romania, Slovakia. That's research it. 5%. I have a lot of leg infantry. So this is the one we're gonna do. I do have a juicy 31% research speed bonus. Always something. See here. Gonna... Why aren't you defending by the river line here? It's a bit weird. Okay, we have completed the pocket. It's now time to mop up before we push further. Push. Well. Yeah, and I don't have... I mean... I don't have huge troop concentration here. I have cavalry. I guess we have to work with what we got. Oh, here we go. Here we have 1 Panzer division. I hope that is gonna end. Yeah. So this one is gonna provide twice as much firepower as the rest of the divisions there. So that's gonna be enough. Okay. Nice. I like that. 5 divisions. That's very helpful. See, let me see here. If there's anything I could or should do. Should I, I think now with the current supply situation, I should probably try to focus some heavy infantry here south of the river and try to push myself into Stalingrad before the winter. Okay. Maybe I want to do rail down some infantry down here. And this one as well. You know, if we can grab, it's a nice, even if we get pushed out during the winter, it's not a bad place to okay. Okay, we're just gonna try to go along the road here. Okay, we have 1 more Russian division down here. I'm gonna try to encircle it and eliminate it.
Zum Ausrücken. Ihre Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I think I'm gonna rail these guys down here. So in case, I can't remember when they attack Persia, Iran. Oh, we haven't checked. Okay, nothing's ever happening here. It's just frozen forever. It's been like this for months. So you can see there are no troops on Crete. I wonder if that is probably like a temporary intelligence thingy, because I think there's still troops there. I think I'm playing extraordinarily slow just to annoy the viewers now, to be honest.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, let's
Ausrücken.
let's
Ausrücken.
okay.
Vorrücken. Vorrücken.
Hmm.
Los, ausrücken. Ziel anvisiert. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I think we're gonna encircle Moscow, aren't we? Oh, nice! We got a cross! Yay! That's very nice. But for some reason now,
Ihre Befehle?
I've kind of ran out of troops, didn't I?
Angetreten.
Cool. That was a very important beachhead. I don't have any panzer divisions ready to exploit, but I do have some fast. Yeah, but he's already got plenty of troops ready to stopgap. But I'm across the river. You know what? I should probably have sent... No, we're out of the hills now. So it's not worth having the mountain divisions here. It's much better having them down in the south where you have proper mountains. Which reminds me that we do have some special forces. We have like 40 weight, plenty of army experience. So I'm just gonna see my mountain division. It looks like this. Oh, it does have commando battalion. How about the... Where's the Marines? They have them as well. Okay. I think I wanna... Sorry. I just need to remove some stuff I never use here. Yeah, so okay, so if I want to use the special forces weight, I could design and build paratroopers. And I think the best way... Wait. These blue ones are droppable by air. I can't remember. No. I can't... Which is the cheapest way to design a... I don't know if I want to do paratroopers. It's so expensive. I'm gonna try to fight until we encircled Moscow, and then we'll stop for today.
Weiter, weiter! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Zuhören.
I'm getting excited circling Moscow. Pocket in the south. And
Achtung.
right. I'm gonna
Ausrücken.
send these SS cavalry here to Astrakhan and annoy them. Maybe I'll even, you know, skirmish him here. It's such a small unit. It's just 4 cavalry battalions. Wait, oh, okay, so there's no hole there. Same here with this one. That's another cavalry guy. Just gonna see if I can loop through here. Just annoy him. Have some troops reaching down here. How's the supply? It's okay, it's okay. I think maybe we should
Ihre Befehle.
have another light tank division join us down here in the south. More
Ihre
infantry, I'll put them into the training army. You know, I could push them out here on the coast and distribute them in the coastal provinces. Our army is now up to 3 million. Yay! 3 million Wehrmacht in 1941. It's pretty good. Look at all those. Nice. Oh, wait. He, gosh darn it, left open. Well,
Los, los, los.
it's not like,
Angetreten. Achtung. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay. Oh, here we have a light tank division. Let's set it up here, maybe. Or maybe...
Ausrücken.
Oops. Yeah. I'm working hard to encircle Moscow here. Operation Typhoon is in full swing. Diplomatic training. How's the pocket? Oh, the pocket is gone! Alright. Just gonna check how long we've been streaming. I think it's gonna be enough for now. Yeah, of course. This is way too long. Anyways, so now I'm gonna distribute these troops out to the front, and I'm gonna consider what I'm gonna do with my special forces. If I'm gonna do paratroopers, and then this is a good place to stop. Thanks for watching. If you like live streaming gameplay, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stick to making snapshot overviews instead. Take care. See you next one.